Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Titbits with Delhi Cricket. So, Shash, like you told,
Yeah,
it was a game of equals, and till the last ball, we did not know who might win this. And
yeah.
when it comes to the post-match presentation, Hardik actually told that he's worried that the luck might run out when actually needed. So, what do you think? Is it luck or is it the potential that each player has to win matches even in high pressure situations for their team?
Well, what he said, you can actually say it's a little true as well. You need a little bit of luck in a game like this, right? Because it is a matter of a ball or even an over, where the game can change on its head. Now, for example, if Shashank Singh wouldn't have got those runs in the last over,
Mm-hmm.
he would have been probably looking at 10 runs lesser. So that makes a lot of difference. I mean, saying that, as you mentioned, they're finding different players like be it Saha to start off with for them while batting, and then Tibatia and Rashid Khan to do the finishing act. I mean, I think they're just one of the most confident teams that are playing right now in the IPL. If I have to put it that way, they are just finding ways to win. As I mentioned in the last, you know, they're just continuing the winning run, and it seems like everything is going their way because that was not a small target that they were chasing, and they were playing against a pretty good bowling attack. So, I mean, yeah, I think Gujarat have their way as of now.
All right. But talking about SRH, there's this bowler about whom a lot was said that he's just pace and no length and other things. But yesterday he bowls a Yorker at 153 kilometer per hour and dismisses Saha, and then
Hmm.
goes on to get a fifer and also gets the man of the match in a losing cause. Talk about that spell, Shash.
Yes, I guess that sort of says it, like if you've got the man of the match even after you're being in the losing team, that goes to say that what impact he has had yesterday in the match. I mean, honestly, it was a joy for me to watch, like someone bowling at that pace. He was literally running like the wind, you can say, that confidence or that swagger. It's like he was troubling the batsman there with his pace. Like Shubman Gill has played the likes of Cummins and Stark, all right. So even if he was struggling or like he tried to make room, and I don't think he honestly was able to see the ball. That was how this guy is. He's a skiddy bowler. He's not tall. He's he doesn't have that physique, you can say, like for a fast bowler, but then he bowls really quick. So I mean, hopefully in the future they also keep a look on his body so that he's managed well. But my God, I mean, what a spell it was! Like, and most of his wickets were bowled. That is what gives a bowler immense satisfaction. Where you're comprehensively beating the batsman. And I also read a story where Peterson has said that Sunil Gavaskar was, hitting the what do you call uh, the roof of the commentary box, and is jumping when he saw this guy getting 5 wickets. This is
Mm-hmm.
a sort of adrenaline rush you get when you see someone like that. And those balls were all like quite good, honestly. Like the ball to Hardik Pandya where it hit his shoulder, he wouldn't have expected that. I mean, he definitely would have got the batsman thinking, and you could see how tentative the batsmen were while playing him. So that's the advantage if you have pace, and I think it's only going to get better, which is good signs for India.
Yep, a very talented lad, and he's been creating records in every game. Even yesterday, he got a fifer, and I think that's the only match in which a bowler got a fifer, and those were the only 5 wickets that fell in the match.
Correct.
So yeah, but at the end of the match, we saw Muralidharan was really annoyed by the bowling in the final over. Now, Shash, I know you have been watching cricket from a long, long time. So have you ever seen him like this?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, you can call him the smiling Buddha of cricket because he's the one guy who's always had a smile on his face. An extremely polite gentleman is what I would say, at least from what we have seen him before. And a very sportive guy, always jovial. So yeah, I mean, there was another story which said that. I mean, Rahul Dravid was frustrated once where he threw his cap,
Yeah.
and then you also saw Murali, showing his anger. So this is one of the tournament that is, high stakes, and gets the other side of the coaching staff as well. Because honestly, I felt the execution by Janssen was quite poor in the last over. It seemed like he didn't know right from the first ball when Tivatia hit him for a six. He seemed to be under pressure, And he just even after having a few talks with Williamson in the middle of the over, it didn't seem like he had a clear thinking, and that unfortunately cost SRH, because Natarajan did his job really well. Or I mean, especially for Malik, they should have won the game because that was such a fiery spell. So yeah, I mean, Gujarat Titans have their way.
Yeah. So that's mostly it from the match. All the action happened in the second inning, and Gujarat are now the number one team on the points table. So
Hmm.
moving on, we have another clash of the points table neighbors. So it's between Delhi Capitals and the Kolkata Knight Riders, and both are having the same number of points. So Shash, yesterday we did mention a good matchup, Williamson against Shami. So let's again start with the matchup today. So Roman Powell, who looked extremely dangerous in the last match, has scored just 22 runs against Sunil Narayan, but has been dismissed thrice. Also, Sunil Narayan needs just one wicket to reach 150 IPL wickets. So can we see him get that today?
Definitely. I mean, considering what he's been doing this season or over the years, he has a very good chance. I mean, better batsmen like Kohli and ABD have struggled against Narayan. So, I mean, obviously, you can't expect Roman Powell to go after him that easily, because this guy he has his own variations, he has his own skill. It's not that easy. And he's not one of your traditional conventional spinners, who flights the ball. So, he has his own middling length along with the variations, which makes it quite tough for the batsman to actually figure out as to what he's bowling. So that has been his strength, irrespective of how many times his actions has to be remodeled, because there were questions over his bowling action. But that just shows how strong this guy is, mentally. And yeah, there's absolutely, I mean, a full chance that he's going to break the record which you mentioned.
All right. And there's another player, Prithvi Shaw, who has a strike rate of around 174 against KKR and also averages above 50. So will he be the key player for Delhi today?
He can be. I mean, he's someone who likes to go from the ball one itself. He's a shot maker basically, and him along with Warner is one of the most dangerous combinations going on in this IPL, if not the dangerous combination, because these two are naturally attacking stroke makers, and if both of you saw what happened in one of the games against Punjab, when both of them got going, they finished the game in 10 overs where they had to chase close to 120. So that is the danger that these guys pose. And Prithvi has actually been a little inconsistent, is what I would say. So he would definitely want to get some runs and get some confidence under his belt.
Yes. So while Delhi have such strong opening pair, KKR is kind of struggling with the opening pair. They're like had around four combinations till now. So now that they're back at the Wankhede, what do you think, Shash? Kolkata will win, or does Delhi go in as the favorites?
Well, again, as you said, both have similar points. It's a little difficult to predict. And seeing Wankhede, like yesterday was a high scoring game, but the previous two games you had like lesser scores.
Mhm.
So I don't know, maybe it also depends on the surface that they're playing. If it holds up a bit, I guess batting won't be that easy. So that is to be seen what surface they play. Uh, I think that will have an impact as to how this game might go.
All right. So uh, that's it from today's video. But we'll have an exciting game because both of these teams will look to win, and if they lose one, it will be very difficult for them to get into playoffs. So yeah. So moving on to the man of the match contest, Shash, it was Umran Malik, and since
No
we
one got it
saw,
right, right?
yeah, since we saw some good knocks from Tripathi in the first innings, so most of them went for
No,
that.
not Tripathi, Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah, Abhishek Sharma, and also some predicted Hardik Pandya, but
Correct.
it was Umran Malik at the
Yeah,
end.
you can understand, like, when it was such a high scoring game, or like, let's say if a team makes that close to 200, you would expect them to win.
Hmm.
But that is why so many entries were also for the Hyderabad team.
Yes.
But then again, Gujarat is showing that it's a proper, team of individuals, I would say, who are putting up their hand in different position. Be it like Saha in the opening position, or as I said, Tivatia and Rashid. I mean, even Peterson mentioned during the commentary, like I feel he's getting carried away a little bit with that shot, like he's trying to use his wrist. It all looks fine on the TV, but then it has to get you the result as well. So but yeah, he got them the win in the end. I think he realized that midway through his innings. Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, Gujarat are looking great, is what I would like to say.
All right. So to all our viewers, coming back to the man of the match contest, do predict today. We have a lot of players, and a small tip is that Delhi Capitals have, whenever they have won, it's Kuldeep Yadav who takes the man of the match usually. He's taken it thrice, I guess. So you just don't have to just go for the big players like Andre Russell. It could be even Kuldeep Yadav. So
Yeah.
do comment, and you have time till the first ball of second innings is bowled. So yeah, that's it from today. And do have a good game of cricket and enjoy. Cheers.